Pick it up. Coming out to meet him is McCormick. He tries to smother it now. Robertson's got a second go. A long hand pass. This will be a goal from Payton for sure. Yes, a goal. And Hawthorn now 3 goals in front. 14-18, 102. The Collingwood looking a bit sick. 12 goals, 12-84.
Well, Robertson fumbled there initially when he got the ball in front of the goal square. There it is, hit it with the left boot. But he did well enough to make amends and got it out to Payton. And Payton from 15 metres out, as Peter McKenna would say, stabs at the ball and put it through for a goal. At Princes Park on 7th Big League, just past the 8-minute mark of the quarter, it's 102-84 in favour of the Hawks.
18 points the difference, and Collingwood have got to lift their game if they want any chance in this match here now. Knocked out by Fellows. Beers tries to get it out but fumbles the ball. It's Rains getting grabbed, goes for a hand pass, kicked off the ground by Domenico. Just about my best player on the ground. Finally, Curran doing a bit of shepherding. This allows Judge to get a hand pass back to Wallace. Has a long kick by Wallace, but it's off target and it's through for 1 point. And that's a very handy point too. That puts them 19 points in front. That means the Magpies need 4 goals. McEwen, oh, there's a bad kick to Taylor. I don't know why he didn't go for the long kick. Now Taylor will go right across goals. That's the attacking side for Hawthorn. Allen smothers the ball. He's going to be grabbed here. Scoops the ball out towards Collingwood. With a bit of a fumbling going on by Beers. Now he's got it. Gets a hurried kick out there towards the wing position. Marked by Lester Smith. Quickly plays on. And that's a beautiful pass to Judd. Straightens up, fires at the goals. And that's another one to Hawthorn. That's his 5th. Oh, they went across the wrong side of the ground again and gave Hawthorn the break. So it's 15-19, 109 Hawthorn to Collingwood 12, 84.
5 goals to Ken Judge, and we look at that action again. Beers didn't get a long kick at the ball, and Lester Smith taking a good mark. Found Judge on his own, who makes position well. Like Richardson, has the knack of getting on his own, and Judge put it through for goal number 5. From Princes Park, nearly 10 minutes gone in the final term.
Centre bounce again. Hawthorn looking really good as Fellows gets the knockout. Punched on again by Beers. Coming in to meet it is Swab. They've really got their packers up now, Hawthorn. Back it goes. Allen drops an easy mark. Collingwood making a lot of mistakes. Back it goes to Beers, who takes the mark. He nearly lost that one, but he's grabbed it at centre field. Oh, that well smothered by Robertson, but the umpire said he came from behind the mark. So it'll be downfield, a 15-metre penalty to Beers, and he goes right to centre half forward. Collingwood really needing a goal here now. That kick will fall short on Lester Smith, who hasn't played a bad game down there in defence today. Takes a fine mark in defence, a 15-metre penalty against Williams. Collingwood becoming a little frustrated. Out to Chris Mew. Mew's kick is a long one out there to Domenico, and he's played a bottling game. He was down a bit the first quarter, but he's really bounced back since then. Over the top of the pack as McGrath over to Judge for goal number 6. So they're doing it easy now, Hawthorn making mincemeat of the Magpies. 16-19, 115 to Collingwood, 12 goals, 12-84.
Simmons Big League is part of the 1984 Nissan VFL Premiership season.
At that stage, Hawthorn were 31 points in front, but then Collingwood came back well to get to within 15 points at the final siren. Major goal kicker for Hawthorn was Ken Judge. He finished up with 6 and a great effort up forward. And for Collingwood, their major contributor was their skipper, Mark Williams, and he finished up with 3 goals. The stats on the match: Hawthorn on top in marks, hit-outs and shots at goal, and for Collingwood, the Magpies were on top, kicks, frees and handballs. Let's look at the stats of Kelvin Moore now, who today played his 300th game for Hawthorn. A great representative for the Hawks after being recruited from Frankston back in 1970. And Kelvin, of course, as I mentioned at the opening of the program, didn't look as though he was going to get the elusive 300 after that injury he got last year in round 19, a broken jaw earlier this season, but he came back to lead the Hawks to victory this afternoon. And after the match, I spoke to the 20th player in league history to notch up 300.
It's a mighty hard struggle, I can tell you, and I had the worst of thoughts here early, and I was a bit hesitant, but the boys really put it in after half-time, and I'm really indebted to them.
Cal, in 300 games, probably have never ever kicked the ball out from full-back on the full over the boundary line.
I was hoping you wouldn't mention that, but it happened. It was all happening today, Peter, and yeah, it was a bit of a disappointment, particularly when a goal resulted in it, but Unfortunately, I think Birdie was able to capitalise on a chance straight after that, so it sort of eased the pain a little bit.
And with the number of players on the injured list, Hawk coach Adam Jeans was naturally very happy to come away from the game with the 4 points.
Oh yes, you know, it's pretty important for us to win, and you know, psychologically we didn't want to lose on our home ground and all that business. The boys would have started to lose their confidence. I know we couldn't gain much or lose our position by losing today, but it's good to win at this particular stage of the year. And so, as I said to the players at half-time, you know, they're desperate to win, and it was a very tight game, and if you can pull this one off, it shows that we've got a bit of depth and we've got our minds right.
It's time for our 2 winners in our TAB footy bet competition now.